There's a secret that Louise Hay discovered decades ago, one that changed millions of lives across America and beyond. It's not found in expensive courses or complicated systems. It lives quietly within you, waiting to be awakened through simple sacred daily practices. Today I'm going to share with you 20 transformative rituals that don't just organize your day. They revolutionize your relationship with yourself. I am worthy of creating a life filled with love, purpose, and joy. Meet Sarah, a 42-year-old marketing executive from Denver. 6 months ago, she felt like she was drowning in her own life, overwhelmed, exhausted, and disconnected from her true self. Today, she radiates confidence and peace. What changed? She discovered that self-love isn't just a feeling, it's a practice, and that practice begins with how we honor ourselves through our daily choices. As Louise Hay always taught us, how you start your day is how you live your life. But here's what most people miss. Transformation doesn't require massive overhauls. It blooms through small, consistent acts of self-respect and love. These 20 rituals aren't just productivity hacks. They're love letters to your future self. Your morning victory begins the night before. The most empowering women I know understand this truth. Tomorrow's success is created tonight. When you lay out your clothes and set your first task before bed, you're not just being organized. You're declaring to the universe that you value your time and energy. I prepare for tomorrow with love and intention, honoring my future self. Jennifer, a 38-year-old teacher from Portland, used to start every morning in chaos, searching for clothes and wondering what to tackle first. Now she spends 5 minutes each evening preparing. It's like giving myself a gift, she says. I wake up feeling cared for, by me. This simple act shifts you from reactive to responsive. You're no longer at the mercy of morning confusion. Instead, you step into your day with clarity and purpose, embodying the self-love that Louise Hay knew was our birthright. 10 pages that open infinite doors. Louise Hay believed that learning was a form of self-love. When you commit to reading just 10 pages daily, you're feeding your mind with the same tenderness you'd show a beloved friend. Knowledge doesn't just accumulate, it compounds, creating a foundation of wisdom that supports every area of your life. I nourish my mind daily, trusting that knowledge leads to empowerment. Maria, a 45-year-old nurse from Miami, started this practice during a difficult divorce. Those 10 pages became my sanctuary, she shares. In a year, I'd read 12 books that completely shifted how I saw myself and my possibilities. What began as a small commitment became a transformation catalyst. Your mind is hungry for growth. 10 pages might seem insignificant, but consistency creates miracles. You're not just reading, you're investing in the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. The 2-minute miracle that defeats procrastination. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's often fear disguised. The 2-minute rule dissolves this fear by making action so small it becomes irresistible. If something takes under 2 minutes, do it immediately. This isn't about efficiency. It's about building trust with yourself. I take immediate action on small tasks, building momentum and self-trust. Lisa, a 36-year-old entrepreneur from Austin, discovered this rule during a particularly overwhelming period. I realized I was avoiding tiny tasks that were creating massive mental clutter, she explains. Now I handle them immediately, and my mind feels so much clearer. Every small action completed is a promise kept to yourself. Momentum isn't just about productivity. It's about proving to yourself that you're reliable, capable, and worthy of your own follow-through. The sacred power of planning. Plans aren't restrictions. They're acts of self-love. When you write your top 3 priorities before bed, you're creating a roadmap for tomorrow's success. This practice transforms overwhelming days into manageable journeys. I plan, with love and clarity, creating space for my dreams to unfold. Rebecca, a 41-year-old consultant from Seattle, used to feel scattered and reactive. Writing my top 3 changed everything, she says. Instead of being pulled in every direction, I have a clear focus. It's like having a conversation with my wisest self. Clarity isn't just helpful, it's healing. When you know what matters most, decision-making becomes effortless. You're not just planning your day, you're designing a life that reflects your values and dreams. The healing art of saying no is a complete sentence and a profound act of self-love. When you protect your yes with healthy boundaries, you create space for what truly matters. This isn't selfishness, it's self-preservation and wisdom. I say no with love, protecting my energy for what serves my highest good. Amanda, a 39-year-old mother from Chicago, struggled with people-pleasing until she learned this truth. I thought saying no made me mean, she admits. Now I understand it makes me authentic. My relationships are deeper because I'm present for what I truly choose. Boundaries aren't walls. They're gardens that protect what you're growing. When you honor your limits, you teach others to honor them too. This creates relationships built on respect rather than obligation. Money as a mirror of self-worth. Tracking your money isn't about restriction. It's about relationship. When you pay attention to where your money flows, you're honoring the energy you invested to earn it. What you measure with love, you manage with wisdom. I track my money with respect and gratitude, honoring the abundance in my life. Patricia, a 44-year-old graphic designer from Phoenix, transformed her financial life through mindful tracking. I stopped seeing budgeting as punishment and started seeing it as self-care, she shares. Now I make decisions from love, not fear. Money is energy, and energy responds to attention. When you track with consciousness rather than judgment, you create space for abundance to grow. You're not just managing finances, you're cultivating a healthy relationship with prosperity. The sacred space of single-tasking. In our distraction-filled world, focus becomes a revolutionary act of self-love. When you silence notifications and commit to single-tasking, you're choosing depth over noise, presence over productivity theater. I focus my attention with intention, honoring the power of presence. Karen, a 37-year-old lawyer from Boston, discovered that multitasking was actually self-sabotage. I thought I was being efficient, but I was just being scattered, she realizes. Single-tasking helped me reclaim my power and produce better work. Your attention is your most precious resource. When you protect it fiercely, you create space for excellence and peace. This isn't just about getting things done. It's about being fully alive in each moment. The smile that speaks to your soul. Your face and brain are in constant conversation. A deliberate smile doesn't just reflect happiness. It creates it. This simple act shifts your internal state, proving that you have more control over your experience than you might believe. I smile with intention, choosing joy and sending love to my beautiful self. Michelle, a 43-year-old social worker from San Diego, uses this practice during challenging days. When I consciously smile, even when I don't feel like it, something shifts inside me, she explains. It's like reminding my body that joy is always available. State follows action. When you choose to smile, you're not being fake. You're being intentional about your energy. This small act ripples through your entire day, affecting every interaction and decision. The game-changing magic of timer's work doesn't have to feel like work when you turn it into a game. The Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes focused, 5 minutes rest, transforms overwhelming tasks into manageable sprints. You're not just managing time, you're honoring your natural rhythms. I work in harmony with my natural energy, creating sustainable success. Nicole, a 40-year-old writer from Nashville, struggled with focus until she discovered this method. Breaking work into chunks made everything feel possible. She says, I stopped fighting my attention span and started working with it. Your energy is cyclical, not constant. When you honor this truth through timed work sessions, you create sustainability instead of burnout. This isn't just about productivity. It's about self-respect. Gratitude, the gateway to grace. One line of gratitude each night rewires your brain for abundance. This practice trains your attention to notice what's working, what's beautiful, what's possible. You're not just counting blessings, you're creating them. I end each day with gratitude, training my heart to see abundance everywhere. Stephanie, a 35-year-old therapist from Atlanta, started this practice during a difficult period. Gratitude didn't erase my challenges, but it helped me see the gifts hidden within them, she shares. My perspective completely shifted. Gratitude isn't about denying problems. It's about expanding perspective. When you consistently notice what's right, you create more of it. This simple practice becomes a magnet for joy and abundance. The boomerang effect of authentic praise. One honest compliment daily creates ripples of positivity that return to you multiplied. This practice builds your social courage while spreading light in the world. You're not just being nice, you're being a force for good. I speak words of appreciation freely, knowing that love given is love received. Rachel, a 42-year-old manager from Dallas, discovered this practice transformed her workplace relationships. When I started genuinely acknowledging others, the entire energy shifted, she explains. People became more collaborative and positive. Authentic compliments aren't flattery, they're truth-telling. When you notice and voice what's beautiful in others, you train yourself to see beauty everywhere, including in yourself. Protecting your sacred sleep. No screens 30 minutes before sleep isn't about rules. It's about reverence for rest. Blue light disrupts your natural rhythms, stealing the deep restoration your body craves. Guarding this gateway is an act of profound self-love. I protect my sleep with love, honoring my body's need for restoration. Melissa, a 38-year-old marketing director from San Francisco, struggled with sleep until she implemented this boundary. I thought I needed to be constantly connected, she admits. Now I see that disconnecting is how I reconnect with myself. Sleep isn't time lost. It's time invested in tomorrow's energy and clarity. When you protect your rest, you're investing in your capacity for joy, creativity, and presence. Movement as medicine. 2 minutes of stretching every hour isn't exercise. It's energy alchemy. This simple practice flips the switch on stagnation, reminding your body that movement is medicine and stillness is just a pause between dances. I move my body with love and gratitude, honoring this temple that carries me through life. Tiffany, a 41-year-old accountant from Denver, discovered that tiny movement breaks transformed her workday. I used to feel sluggish by afternoon, she says. Now these mini breaks keep me energized and focused all day. Your body is designed for movement. When you honor this truth with regular stretches, you're not just preventing stiffness, you're celebrating the miracle of your physical form. Water, the first gift to your body. Water before coffee isn't about rules. It's about reverence. Your body has been fasting all night, and hydration is the first gift you can offer. This practice wakes your brain more gently than caffeine ever could. I hydrate my body with love, honoring its needs before my wants. Vanessa, a 39-year-old nurse from Houston, noticed immediate changes when she started this practice. I felt more alert and less dependent on caffeine, she shares. It's such a simple way to show my body love first thing in the morning. Hydration is foundation. When you prioritize water, you're choosing clarity over quick fixes, sustainability over stimulation. This small act sets a tone of self-care for your entire day. The liberation of letting go. Decluttering one item daily isn't about minimalism. It's about making space for what matters. Clear space creates clear mind, and clear mind makes decisions lighter. You're not just organizing, you're liberating yourself from the weight of excess. I release what no longer serves me, making space for new blessings to enter. Crystal, a 44-year-old teacher from Phoenix, found this practice surprisingly emotional. Each item I released felt like letting go of an old version of myself, she explains. I was making room for who I was becoming. Physical clutter often reflects mental clutter. When you consistently release what you don't need, you create space for what you do. This isn't just about organization, it's about evolution. 5 minutes of sacred stillness. 5 minutes of meditation beats 0 every time. This isn't about perfection, it's about practice. Meditation is a rep for attention, and attention is your superpower. You're training the most important muscle you have, your awareness. I gift myself moments of stillness, knowing that peace is my natural state. Diana, a 36-year-old entrepreneur from Portland, started with just 5 minutes daily. I thought I needed to meditate for hours to see benefits, she says. 5 minutes consistently changed everything. My stress levels, my clarity, my sense of peace. Stillness isn't empty. It's full of possibility. When you create space for silence, you create space for wisdom to emerge. This practice connects you to the calm center that exists within all chaos. Celebrating your daily victories. Ending each day by recording one win isn't about ego. It's about evidence. You're collecting proof of your capability, your growth, your worthiness. Momentum sleeps beside you and wakes up ready when you acknowledge your progress. I celebrate my daily victories, honoring my growth and building confidence for tomorrow. Brenda, a 43-year-old consultant from Minneapolis, discovered this practice during a career transition. Recording my wins, even small ones, helped me see my progress, she shares. It built confidence I didn't know I was missing. You achieve more than you realize. When you consistently acknowledge your wins, you train your brain to notice success instead of focusing on what's lacking. This creates an upward spiral of confidence and achievement. Writing your dreams into reality. Writing your biggest goal daily isn't repetition, it's reinforcement. Ink makes intent real, and repetition makes it identity. You're not just setting goals, you're becoming the person who achieves them. I write my dreams with faith and determination, knowing they are already becoming reality. Candace, a 40-year-old real estate agent from Tampa, credits this practice with her biggest career breakthrough. Writing my goal daily kept it alive in my mind, she explains. It became less of a wish and more of an inevitable outcome. Your subconscious mind responds to repetition. When you consistently write your goals, you're programming your internal GPS to navigate toward them. This isn't just planning, it's manifesting through action. Stabilizing your inner fire. Sugar spikes focus, then steals it, creating an internal roller coaster that exhausts your system. Stabilizing your fuel stabilizes your mind, creating sustainable energy instead of borrowed time. This is self-love in action. I nourish my body with foods that sustain and energize me, honoring my temple. Denise, a 37-year-old graphic designer from Sacramento, noticed dramatic changes when she stabilized her blood sugar. I stopped having afternoon crashes and mood swings, she says. Stable fuel meant stable emotions and clearer thinking. Your body is your vehicle for this lifetime. When you fuel it with intention rather than impulse, you create the foundation for sustained energy, clear thinking, and emotional balance. Nature's free prescription for overwhelm. 10 minutes outside daily resets your entire system. Light, air, and ground connection provide nature's free antidote to modern overload. You're not just taking a break, you're remembering your place in the larger web of life. I connect with nature daily, remembering that I am part of something beautiful and vast. Evelyn, a 45-year-old therapist from Albuquerque, makes this practice non-negotiable. Those 10 minutes outside ground me like nothing else, she shares. It's like nature reminds me of what really matters. You are nature, temporarily housed in human form. When you reconnect with the natural world, you reconnect with your own natural rhythms and wisdom. This isn't just fresh air. It's soul medicine. These 20 practices aren't just habits. They're love letters to your future self. Each one represents a choice to honor your worth, respect your needs, and create a life that reflects your deepest values. As Louise Hay taught us, you have been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. I am worthy of a life filled with intention, love, and daily miracles. The woman who implements these practices isn't just more organized or productive. She's more alive, more present, more connected to her own power. She understands that self-love isn't selfish. It's the foundation from which all other love flows. Start with one practice. Choose the one that calls to your heart. Trust that small, consistent actions create extraordinary transformations. Your future self is waiting for you to begin this journey of sacred self-love, if you're seeking to transform your thoughts and embrace a brighter future. Please like this video and subscribe to continue this empowering journey with us. Remember, beautiful soul, you don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love and success. You just need to begin, today, right now, with one small loving choice. I begin my transformation today, trusting in my infinite capacity for growth and love.